Hello, welcome to another episode of Whether or Not. I'm your host, Mr. Squeegee, and as always, this is being brought to you on behalf of Window Cleaning Resource, home to your year-round window cleaning supplies. Today I want to take a minute to talk about taking care when we have to make a transition from working outside to working inside. What we find is today there's no snow out where we're at now. It's all melted because we've had a little bit of a warm-up and then a refreeze. We've had a lot of rain. Well, what that's going to mean for you, if your area is anything similar to ours, is a lot of muddy, nasty ground to be working on when you're working outside. So in order to take precautions against that, because sometimes we have to go inside to do a couple windows, or maybe it's one of those times when if it is a little nicer, sunnier, people will call to have us do an in and out job just because they're tired of looking through dirty windows. So in that case, we have to make that transition from outside to inside. So what's the best way to do that without making a mess of your customer's house? Well, there's several things that we're going to talk about today that you could use or have in your van that are versatile, handy things to use. One of them, of course, is the shoe cover. Just a little cloth shoe cover. You can buy these just about anywhere. A lot of supply houses will have them. Medical supply houses carry these. They simply slip over that. I know I've seen videos before. Alex has talked about the more permanent shoe cover. It's kind of rubberized. On the forums there at WCR, there's a discussion on, I think they're called booty boots. They're a more durable, long-lasting, washable shoe cover that'll go on. So whether you're actually doing this at this time of year or any time of year, we try to wear shoe covers when we go into the inside of the customer's house anyway. But it's just an extra precaution, especially this time of year. That being said, when it is extra muddy outside, it can be a bit of a problem not ruining one of these, putting it on over a nasty shoe. So today I'm able to wear just tennis shoes, but normally at this time of year I'm wearing boots. So in that case, I would carry along an extra pair of tennis shoes, or today with these pair of tennis shoes, I might carry still a spare pair. So if I have to go inside, I'm going to change my shoes first and then put on the boot covers. That way I'm sure that I'm not tracking extra dirt or anything like that into the customer's home. Sometimes guys might talk about, well, I just take my shoes off and go into my socks. Well, that would prevent tracking dirt, but there's a couple problems with that, in my opinion. One is that it doesn't look quite as professional to be walking around the customer's home in socks. The other is that in our case, we work in some homes that are marble floors, wood floors, and that's a slip hazard. You're going to be sliding all over the place. Maybe you have to stretch to get a window. In socks, you could lose your footing, you could fall, you could break something in the customer's house, or worse, you could get hurt. So safety is a big concern there, so I would advise against doing that. So again, just bring a couple extra pairs of socks. One of the things you can do before you go is you need really a clean place to change if you're going to change shoes or put something on, something to stand on. So what we have down here today is something we always have with us. We use it for our window cleaning easel. When we're cleaning storms, we throw it under there to catch any drips. But it's just a simple canvas tarp. I like canvas. It absorbs the debris. It's washable. A plastic tarp, again, it's a slip hazard. The water just puddles on there, creating a problem. Then you got to get that up without spilling water in a customer's house. It's just not a good idea. The other thing is to think about where you're going to make the transition. Find a back door, perhaps a garage entrance, someplace to come in that you're not going to immediately be on some carpeted surfaces or anything like that. So it gives you a little bit of an area to put down a tarp and take care of that. But suppose you forget your tarp. Maybe you just don't have it with you. What can you do then? Well, if you're like me, you use scrim. You always have a couple of these around, even a broken down dirty scrim that you might think, what am I going to use that for? I'll have to wash it. Take that in with you. If you don't have a tarp, throw the scrim down on the floor. It's a nice 3x3 size area. That's plenty of room to stand on and change into whatever, your boots, your booties, whatever you need to do. But having that scrim is going to be great, and of course you can get that at windowcleaningresource.com. So those are just a few of the things that you can do to take a little time to make sure that when you're transitioning from the nasty outsides into a nice clean inside, so that you keep your customers home looking nice for them, and it really gives you more of a professional image. So again, something to think about this time of year. I'm Mr. Squeegee. This has been another episode of Whether or Not. and I want to thank you.